Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll wait until some people get in the room before I explain what happened there. But if you're just catching this in, archived and not live, then it doesn't really matter what happened on the previous stream. But on the previous stream, my phone overheated because it's on the phone holder, sitting in the sun and plugged in, and so it got hot. So I took the phone case off so as not to insulate it and keep it hot, and I turned the air up. I didn't have the air on, so it was like in here, and now the air's on, so I cooled it off, and I am able to use it again. Okay, so I didn't actually lose signal. The phone just decided, yeah, it's just too hot for me. And I said, okay, phone, I'll turn the air on. So here we go. We're back. I don't remember what we were talking about. But whatever. Yeah, technology. This happens a lot when I do drives in the summer or when I'm out on the battlefield in the summer. And I find that one way to avoid it, for a while at least, is to take the phone case off of it so that it can get some airflow over it. But ultimately, if it's like a 90-degree day and you're using the phone hard, live streaming or something like that, it's gonna overheat eventually if you keep going. So that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. Jeff Pasnick says, good morning, almost back to dry land and can't wait to catch up on everything I've missed from AG in the past week. I don't know if you missed much. Coming up, though, we've got the final Tavern Talk Airborne Operations at Normandy. I kept saying on D-Day, but technically we say it's at Normandy. So the title will say at D-Day because that's the low-hanging fruit for searches, but it's officially called at Normandy. Babs says, I don't understand why, with all the visitors, the cell service is so spotty. It wasn't the cell service this time. It was overheating. But to answer your question, I think that's more topographical than anything else. Cell is actually really good around here. Like, I have people. I usually, believe it or not, it's really good, except in the park. And I think that's because, you've got these hills and rocks and, all this stuff. So I think it's just more environmental or atmospheric or topographical when it comes to that stuff. Oh, archives have produced. Thank you, Dirt Bike. Yeah, well, I mean that's pretty much it. Like, it's important for me to keep them, so I can't delete stuff just to reuse it. I did that at first because at first we were not generating what we're generating, and the thing was, initially we were doing audio only, which does not take up as much memory as video does. And so it would take me sometimes a year and a half before I would have to replace a hard drive. Sometimes, I would be able to do it. Other times I'd have to delete it. And what I would do is I would back it up to Google Drive, and then, which would sometimes take a weekend to just leave it running the whole time. But then I would go and find out that not everything would get uploaded, including, especially, the audio files. It was all the other stuff, but without the audio files, the other stuff is worthless. So drives and losing everything. And so like on Drive or on like a couple of old hard drives that I did keep because I didn't have to use them over again. But for the most part, a lot of the early stuff is gone, which I read. And so I'm very careful to hold on to everything we have now. Brando Commando says, your program with Ralph Siegel was excellent. I think Ask Anything with different guides would really let us see their personalities even more. Oh, and Bourbon too on those shows. Yes, we are going to do shows like that maybe twice a year. I mean, we have our traditional annual end of the year show with Gary Edelman. Sometimes Gary's like, let's talk about this. Other times he's like, oh, let's just let them call in. So I don't know what we're going to do this year. But I always like that one. But we're gonna do the Ask a Guide Anything. I don't know, twice a year, or should we do once a quarter? They're very easy shows for you and for everybody else to do. So I don't know. What do you think? Would it be too much if we did it every 3 months, or should we just do it twice a year? I'll heavily consider your judgment and your opinions on this. So go ahead, tell me what you think. Tori says, I blame the big damn telescope in Maryland for the bad cell service at the park. I know it's nothing to do with it, but it feels good to blame someone. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, now I got to get back to the studio there because I'm 12 minutes late. I didn't realize how much time was taken up getting back on the air here, but told Tad meet us at 9:30, and he's probably there. He's always so punctual, and we'll see. So we're gonna make a beeline right over to the studio. So today, if you're a patron, you'll see a recording session with Cody Aish and Bill Stiple, and I don't remember. I think we're talking about what the hell are we talking about with Cody? I think the reunion. I think in 1869, summer of '69. 1869. We had. I think what we did before was we let Cody record his lecture and we put it out. But this time around, we are putting it out ourselves. There's an ant crawling across my windshield. Does Tad still wear the red hoodie on the hottest days in the summer? He does. He does, and I don't know how. I've seen him take it off to reveal his same shade of red t-shirt, but I have also seen days where he doesn't take it off. And also he wears jeans. He doesn't wear shorts. I don't know how he does it. I really don't, because I'm wearing shorts and I'm dying. But he, he's able to do it. He says it's his brand. He wants to stay on brand. And I was like, brand for what, Tad? For what? I said, people know you now because of the show, but they already know a guy in a red shirt. I said, why don't you just change it to like yellow or something like that? And he's like, because I like red, because this is my color. And I go, right, but you're in an environment where there's already a red shirt guy. And he's young. He wants to stick to his guns. And stick to his guns he shall. I don't know why we have shows scheduled today, because I am really not in the mood for shows. And there he is. All right, he's on time today. Very good, very good. All right, everybody. I'm going to go, and we will talk to you later on and next time.